Hello, my name is Brady. Welcome to my channel, The Historical Songstress, where we journey back in time with the things we sing and the things we do. Today, we're making dinner in a 1970s pressure cooker, on a 1950s Chambers stove, and a 1970s vintage outfit. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment what your favorite antique kitchen appliance is. An old school pressure cooker is not all that different from your modern Instapot. What makes a pressure cooker unique, however, is that it doesn't use electricity. All you need is a stove to pressure cook anything. However, pressure cookers can be dangerous. The food you're cooking in here is under a lot of pressure, and you have to be able to release that pressure safely or it could explode. Let's get cooking. Now that I've cut the meat into 4 quarters and chopped the onions just a bit, I'm going to place the meat in first along with the onions and the spices. You want anything in the pressure cooker that's going to flavor the meat, but you don't want to put your potatoes or carrots in too early, as they'll cook down to about nothing. Now I'm going to fill this up with water just enough to cover the meat and the onions and the herbs and spices. Now it's ready to go. So now I hurry up and wait. The cook time actually starts when this little weight on top starts to dance. That's how you know your pot's under pressure and your ingredients have begun to cook. And now that the cooker has started dancing, I can go ahead and set my timer for the cook time. Now I'm only cutting these potatoes into quarters. Now I have to cut a little bit louder because the pressure cooker actually makes a ton of noise while it's cooking. And as you can see, the weight is dancing back and forth. It's kind of beautiful if you ask me, and it's very nostalgic for anybody over the age of, say, 55. A lot of people's grandmothers had these in their kitchen going all the time when they were young. So now that I know all the pressure is released, this safety valve has gone down. I really know that there's no pressure in there. I can take off the weight. No steam is coming out. It means I'm really safe to open it and put in my other ingredients. Okay, so now I'm adding the rest of my vegetables into the pot. The meat, I've already checked, looks like it's done perfectly. It's so tender. The carrots and potatoes will only take about 10 minutes once it's dancing. All right, it's time to repeat the process for the vegetables. They're in there with the roast and the onions. Now she's finally done. Wow. Come here. Thanks so much for coming along on our 1970s adventure in the kitchen tonight. Just a little tip for you pressure cookers out there. When you take apart your pressure cooker and go to clean it at the end of the night, make sure that you oil the rubber seal in there. I usually use avocado oil, but any old cooking oil will work. And don't forget that that pot roast recipe is in the caption. plus my 1970s soft rock playlist so you can jam out in the kitchen and dance with your pressure cooker weight just like I did.